Hey, yo. What's up, guys? What it do, and how are you doing? Good evening, konnichiwa, and kabawa, genki desu ka, minasa, and ohio gozaimasu, hajime mashite, and welcome back again to another reaction video. It's your boy, Mighty Adventure, the multitasker, the one and only, or Mr. M.A. at your service. What up, guys? How's it going? And I hope that all of you are having a happy Tuesday so far. And as for me, it was not too bad. Just survived yet another busy morning. But let's just say that it's just been quite a day for me. Just been ripping and running like it's just no tomorrow. And it's just pretty much a lot. At least that I got some rest, because it's just been too much for me to handle, and that later on it's going to be even much more busier than I can imagine. But at least that I will have a 1 day off. But for right now, while the NXT is still continuing going on, here's something that I do want to get this out of my chest, and I'm pretty sure that you have heard of the crazy and the most wildest news is that Raja Jackson, the son of the UFC legend Rampage Jackson, got himself into a heated water in which is that he brutally assaulted Psycho Stu, a pro wrestler, that was during of a match, and that it just went viral ever since that incident that happened. That was either this past Saturday night or this past Sunday. Either one of them, it was all over, and people continue talking about this ever since then. So I thought I just wanted to see what the update is going to be like. So this is a new video that is from 15 Minutes of Shame, and the title that goes, "A Kick Streamer Raja Jackson Attempted Murder." So this is a massive update. So let's take a look at the video, and let's see what's going on of this whole situation and just how it started. So without further ado, it's time to react.
Alright, so in this video we have an update regarding the vicious attempted murder from Raja Jackson against Psycho Stu that happened a few days ago. Now, I didn't cover the original story on this channel. I covered it on my streaming channel, so shameless plug, you might want to subscribe over there. But if you haven't heard about this, basically the son of Rampage Jackson, Raja Jackson, committed attempted murder live on Kick when he got immensely butthurt over a small disagreement, and he punched this guy unconscious 27 times. He punched him while the guy was knocked out. It was definitely premeditated, and now we have additional information. It turns out that the organization is trying to do a cover-up. They're trying to hide this situation from the police, and they are preventing some of the witnesses from collaborating with the cops. Without further ado, let's get into the update.
Rampage Jackson's son tried to kill a man yesterday, and Doug was actually the one who pretty much stepped in. And how bad are his injuries?
Broken facial bones is from what I'm hearing. Missing teeth. Has no recollection of what happened. Incoherent. And then even from the people closest to it now that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story. Stu's pretty fucked up, I'll put it this way. He was out on the slam, and then the guy had made contact multiple times. I remember seeing that, kind of being in shock, and then I just went. Aside of that, running in, there was other people that could have got involved that I made eye contact with, but they just stayed by the stage. I just got done with my match. I was blown up, took the heat, did the shit. Then I get a whisper by somebody, "Hey, something is not right. I might need you to go out there and check a scenario. This guy's going to do a spot." When does the spot happen? "Oh, we'll let you know. We'll let you know." Well, you want to let me know, but like, you're not telling me when the cue is, when is the spot supposed to happen. You're just going to let me know just in case. When do you guys want me to go? What's happening? I was informed about the beer can incident actually shortly before that. They told me that they, made up, shook hands, hugged it out multiple times. So it was going to.
So the beer can incident is what started all of this, and it was so silly. Basically, Psycho Stu was in character, and he broke a prop can on Raja Jackson's head, thinking that he's also a wrestler, not knowing that he was just there to watch the show and maybe participate. It was such a simple, minor disagreement.
Are you
He
kidding
apologized
me?
3 times, and like the guy said, they hugged it out, and it was all good. And Raja Jackson could have left it at that, but then, like a man-child, he got riled up by the chat, and his ego took over, and he decided to commit attempted murder. Now, let's see what else they have to say, because apparently there's a cover-up going on.
Be fine, but they just want to make sure. I talked to the person out front with the radio. I walk back to the ring. I see the slam. I see the first punch, second punch, and by then I'm at people in front of me, and I just start moving. I kind of wish I would have just sprung on like the slam. And these are people who are supposed to love him. And I'm the only one on the outskirts to be told to watch this, apparently. And then I'm in there and I'm battling, I'm doing whatever, trying to like work this, and I'm telling the guy to calm down, and now he's trying to fight me. It's all fucked, you know, like there's...
So them telling you to watch this and get involved, if this was supposed to be an angle, it kind of doesn't make any sense because you have nothing to do with their storyline or whatever. It seems like they kind of wanted you there just because you're the only one who can shoot, which in wrestling means for real fight, right?
It felt like it, like how you'd use a dog. I think the premeditation part comes on the side of AJ Mana. You brought somebody that was volatile, that you knew had issues.
So real quick, that's the friend of Raja who brought him to the event.
That's the small calf, small ass, chicken legs bitch with the cowboy hat.
So this fight, whatever you want to call it, Raja Jackson...
Attempted murder.
Right, this attempted murder, he landed like 20-something punches on him.
23.
23 punches on him. You pull him off, and then he tried to go at you. So that was he trying to continue beating him even further?
I think the culmination between his dad picking on him and all his daddy issues came out, and all the shit that AJ gassed up into his head, because let me put it this way. I don't like Raja. I think Raja's a shit person for what he did. But I think AJ's a bigger shit person for gassing him up to be in that fucking ring, to leading him to ruin his own fucking life, to hurt somebody that AJ also has a fucking problem with.
I know it's...
So this is really interesting because at first we thought that Raja Jackson was simply getting gassed up by his kick audience, which is true, but it turns out that there's also this scumbag that was gassing him up and trying to entice him to commit violence on Psycho Stu because of his personal issues, which is just pathetic. Now, I understand what the guy is saying, that this was kind of orchestrated, that this AJ guy brought him to commit this and had an idea that something would pop off. But at the same time, Raja is a grown man that should be able to control his emotions. He shouldn't be able to get manipulated this easily, and he will have to pay the price because he cannot control his emotions.
Chat was like gassing him up too, leading up to it, which we've talked about.
Another reason why live streaming is toxic.
Yeah.
Just goes to show.
When you're a man, you're in control of your life. If you do things for other men, you're their bitch. You are not a man.
Basically
you're a puppet.
Doug, so what happened when you and him squared off?
I just went in there to stop it first, you know, because I was kind of in shock. I saw Stu. I saw the punches. It felt like slow motion. I'm looking around. I'm looking at Stu's friends staring at me, not running in. I'm only running in. Somebody f***ing pinned Stu after he almost got beat to death. People are so chicken shit that they don't understand violence. They don't understand what's going on. They don't want to partake in anything. They weren't willing to save their friend. So these f***ing people are sitting in the f***ing ring watching a man get beat to death that they call the f***ing friend. The people in the back are f***ing telling me, hey, can you go out there and make sure nothing bad happens? So now I got all this responsibility. But at the same time, if I'm AJ Mana, if I'm the people that told me to f***ing go out there, if that's the person I brought, or I know this whole situation is going on, I'd be right at the f***ing ring. If somebody told me that Ian had the possibility of having a f***ing fingernail being put out of place because somebody might be a little off in the ring, you think I would take a f***ing chance of my friend getting hurt? I'd be in the f***ing corner of the ring on the very side in the front f***ing row. You couldn't move me from the f***ing spot. I'd ruin the whole f***ing show. Breaking it up, and he shoots a f***ing double leg on me. By the way, work a better f***ing double leg, you f***ing prick. And then I'm telling you to f***ing calm down. I'm not even f***ing fighting. I'm not even being f***ing hostile. Then you're trying to f***ing work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you f***ing punch me in the f***ing eye after we're breaking it up, you f***ing loser.
I'm not going to show the clip because I'm not in the mood to get an age-restricted video on a video like this that is so important. But you can see from these screenshots that he is not talking out of his ass. Him and the guy with the white paint were the only ones that were lifting a finger to try to stop this. And I can't even imagine what would have happened if the guy that's talking right now wouldn't have intervened. we would be talking about a completely different situation. It wouldn't be an attempted murder. It would be
no
a
doubt
straight
about
up first degree murder.
That's why you got fucking headbutt, and that's why I fucking punch you, and you're fucking lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt you. The fuck is wrong with you?
So, do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
How did Stu get out of the ring? I assume it was stopped and paramedics came. Like, what actually happened?
He was given CPR. He was choking on his fucking blood. The paramedics came. I rolled out. Once I realized that my fucking blood was leaking because he caught me right in the fucking goddamn orbital bone, I rolled out the ring to go fucking fight that guy. I said, fuck him, I'm coming. And then everyone's holding me back.
And he had already, like, ran out of there?
Already gone. And then the only person who fucking met him is a fucking crackhead with fucking face paint who's fucking begging for fucking clout for the fucking internet. Man, fuck that whole fucking night. There couldn't be anything more mismanaged in my fucking life than I saw that night. Fucking asshole with the stupid cowboy hat because you brought somebody that was volatile. You knew he was volatile. You set him up. You had him do your dirty work at a show where you know everybody's doing this for entertainment.
What condition is he in right now? Do you know?
From what I hear, he's having a hard time. He has no recollection of what
He was
happened.
in a coma overnight, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was induced.
Medically induced.
And he's lost all his teeth at this point, I heard.
Most of them, from what I hear.
He had brain swelling as of last night. It's gone down since then, and reports as of late have said that he's up and alive, but is extremely out of sorts, is having trouble walking.
So we all know that Raja Jackson is going to face charges for this. It would be ridiculous if he didn't. It would be a travesty of justice. But there is a specific category of people right now who are getting very, very excited and moist. And do you know who I'm talking about? Personal injury lawyers. They are getting extremely moist thinking about this case because this is going to be a massive, massive lawsuit. Millions of dollars in payouts, that's for damn sure. Because the guy was unconscious. Raja Jackson is wailing on him. The guy lost all his teeth. He's probably going to have some permanent brain damage. If it goes to trial, the judgment will be at least $10 million because this type of damage is so unbelievable. Money cannot fix it, but still, he needs to be held accountable civilly and also criminally. And now we're about to talk about this in just a moment.
You guys know if Raja ended up getting arrested?
I don't believe so yet.
Hopefully. What I want more than anything, go get some fucking mental help. Go get some fucking counseling. Hope your dad fucking sits next to you and get you a hug for once. Stop making fun of you on the fucking internet, because apparently the internet and the fucking opinions on the fucking internet mean more to you than anything else. I don't think your dad's a bad person. I think he's just trying to rib you. He's trying to harden you up. But you're sensitive. You're soft. You think everything is a personal attack.
But the most disgusting thing is that people at this school are being encouraged to not cooperate with the police. From what I hear, the police were there investigating the scene shortly after Stu was removed, and there has been multiple requests that have gone downstream from upper management to not talk with the police directly if they are contacted, and to only let a certain group of individuals interact with the police. That is extremely dishonest. You guys let your friend almost die, and now you're trying to have people lie for you. And you to every single person who replied to them, yes, sir.
Now that is absolutely mind-blowing. You have a private company who is instructing its employees to obstruct a police investigation. They're saying, don't say what you saw because it's going to hurt us civilly. Mind-blowing. The corruption is real. Anyways, that's it for the update. Let me know what you think about the video down below in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe. We're getting pretty damn close to 100,000 subs. And I know we can get there. So if you enjoy the show, please subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Okay, so here's my take of this situation, and I don't know Raja that much, but there's clearly that there's something going on with him, and I don't believe that he doesn't know that Psycho Stu is just playing a character that instantly that he got really defensive, and you know that he I you know there's you know there you know there you know the things that is there are too many cooks in the kitchen, and things will start to stir up pretty badly, and you know things did get de-escalated, in which that it finally that it just persuaded that you know that it finally faded off, but that's when all things that just goes completely that is just off the rails. And I after what they said, so yeah, I believe that AJ has something to do with this and manipulating Raja to attempt to brutally assault Stu. And just imagine of the beatdown of the 27 punches while he's still unconscious. That has to be the most brutal and the most horrific thing that has ever happened to anyone like this. That is just disturbing. And the worst thing about this situation is that he just Raja just walks out with the blood on his shirt, and he just walks out in the middle of the night. And my biggest question is that where's what the hell is Rampage at the time at the when he needs a freaking father to deal with a situation like this. And I do feel bad for Stu to be in a bad shape that he's in. I mean, just losing teeth, a brain that is swollen, and that he barely ever gonna wake up after from this. I mean, this has got to be hard for the people that's around him. And the thing is that he was trained by Rusev, and he also has his part that send his condolences about what just happened. And I do give respect for that wrestler right there. That he was the one that was able to put a stop to this, because everyone has no clue of what's just happened. Everyone just assumes that this was completely off the script of the storyline, when they don't realize that the real situation, or that things got heated, and he just wailed on him that so severely that this is just beyond comprehension. So, there's definitely there's someone's gonna have to pay for this. AJ is the blame for this of the manipulation, and Raja is the one who is the aggressor, that who assaulted Stu, and he has to pay charges, because he has to face the consequences, honestly, because he was being manipulated. Not only from AJ, but the chat that was also that pushed him. So this is one of the reasons that streamers IRL is just not that worth it, and that's something that I just can't stand it, especially to that nowadays that they're being called as a nuisance streamers. And to do something like this to get you all fueled up, that's just plain dumb. I'm sorry, but that I'm just being honest and being truthful. And sometimes in life, there are things that it's just not that worth it. It's just not worth it, because this is just, there are so many things that is just all things that is just wrong. Okay. Put yourself in that position, especially being in a pro wrestling, and get yourself involved. That's a no. Okay, that you just don't do that. So all I could do is just pray for the friends and families, especially for Psycho Stu, because he didn't deserve it. And I hope and I really do that I hope that Russia has to face the consequences upon the actions that he just brought it, and that goes for that dude as well, because he's to blame for that as well. So if you guys enjoyed that clip, and don't forget to give a shout out to the 15 Minutes of Shame. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, please do so. And also let's give it a likes. Also, let's give it some love, because every little help that counts at the end. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. So take care, guys, and peace.